Hey guys, so I am finally here with the review over the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. I know a lot of you guys said you were looking forward to review, and I normally don't review foundations because I really only have a couple stable foundations that I wear on a daily basis, but I have had this for a little over a month now, or just right at a month, so I feel like I have a good idea of the wearability and my overall thoughts over it. So if you guys are interested in seeing a demo and a full review over the NARS Sheer Glow, then please keep on watching. Okay, so first of all, I want to start out talking about the coverage with the Sheer Glow. Since I am super pale, I mean, this is like me at my palest right now, I normally tend to feel like any foundation that I wear doesn't cover as good. Obviously, if you have a little bit more color to your skin, that tends to give you more coverage. A lot of people who are tan in the summertime don't even wear foundation because when you have more color, you just look better. You look like you got a little bit of coverage going on. So first of all, I want to say that I'm super pale right now. So I feel like if I were a little bit darker, I could probably get a full coverage with this foundation. Right now, being as pale as I am, I would probably give this foundation a solid light medium coverage. And in the name, it does say Sheer Glow. So obviously, it's going to be a little bit more sheer than a foundation that would say full coverage. They also have the Sheer Matte Foundation, and the difference is obviously this one is going to give you a dewy finish. The matte is going to give you a matte finish. Moving on to that, if you do have oily skin, I feel like this really probably would not work for you. It doesn't really give you, for me, I guess I should say that for me, really doesn't give me a dewy finish. It actually sets really nicely onto my skin and it dries really well, so it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look powdery, it just has a really nice finish to it, but I wouldn't say on me that it has an overall dewy finish. It just feels super lightweight. And I do also want to point out that I have super dry skin, and I will say that this foundation has been a total lifesaver for me on days where I literally have dry patches on my skin. I find that it really doesn't cling to that as much as if I were to wear like my Bare Minerals foundation. So I will say that this really is hands down for me. It was a lifesaver for my dry skin, and mainly because it's so lightweight. I literally cannot feel it on my skin. I know that kind of sounds cliche because that's what you want out of every foundation, but I really do feel like this just, it's almost like I'm not wearing anything. I have worn this with my Bare Minerals Original Foundation and my Bare Minerals Ready Foundation, and I was amazed at how good it wore with a powder on top. I was really expecting it to be super cakey, but it just kind of added that little extra coverage. So if you're looking for a foundation that's going to layer well with powders, I would definitely recommend this one. I think that it did a really nice job with my Bare Minerals foundations. That's really the only powders that I try to wear because that's the only powders that I wear. So yeah, it's definitely great for layering as well. So as far as the wearability goes for the NARS Sheer Glow, I would say I get a solid 8 to 12 hours wear out of this foundation. I don't really notice that I have to touch up throughout the day. Like I said, it layers pretty good, so the wearability for me is there with this foundation. If I don't have to do any touch-ups throughout the day, then I think that's definitely a bonus. I also want to talk about the price of this foundation and basically what you get for the price. So this is a $44 bottle of foundation. For me, that is out of hand. I would never have thought in a million years that I would be paying $44 for a foundation. I actually used my Sephora coupon for $15 off, so I paid a little bit less for it. Still, it's a very expensive foundation. A big turn off to this totally irritated me was that the foundation didn't come with this pump. And if you saw my first video where I was first trying this out, you'll notice I had to actually shake it to get foundation out. That's because if you buy this at Sephora, at least my Sephora and numerous other Sephoras that I've researched on, you do pay for the pump separately. You have to pay $6 for this little dinky pump, which I think is ridiculous because you're already paying $44. So you end up paying $50 for this foundation in the end if you go ahead and get the pump. So you're gonna have to recycle this pump if you do end up repurchasing the foundations. I actually went to Sephora to buy the pump, and I went to Sephora at JCPenney because it was a little bit closer than the freestanding Sephora store, and the girls there did not even know that these didn't come with pumps. They actually kind of argued with me at first. They were like, "What are you talking about? They come with pumps." And she actually opened up a bottle that was on the shelf, and whenever she opened it, they come with little caps, and I guess she was expecting a magical pump to come out of nowhere. She actually twisted the cap off, and the foundation started pouring out because there was no pump on it. There was just a cap. So if you totally feel like you're gonna have a pump for this foundation, you're gonna have to spend the extra money on it. Okay, so overall, would I recommend the NARS Sheer Glow? I would recommend this foundation probably strictly only if you have dry skin. Someone with oily skin, definitely it's probably going to be too, like I said, luminous for you. Someone with normal to dry skin, I would say it's probably just going to be okay. But if you have dry skin, this, like I said, it's just a total winner for me as far as the way that it feels, the way that it lasts, and the way that it looks. I think it photographs well. I think it feels great on the skin. And like I said, I think it lasts well throughout the day. So if you are on the hunt for a foundation that is going to be awesome for dry skin, then I'm definitely going to go ahead and recommend the NARS Sheer Glow. You know, and I'm not saying that it's not going to work for people with oily skin or normal to dry skin. I'm sure tons of people have this foundation. I'm just saying if I were to recommend this to someone, it would totally be someone with dry skin like me. I've been pleased with it, and if you guys decide to try it, please do let me know how you like it. I hope my review gave you some tips, some info on this foundation, and I want to go ahead and cut into the demo so you can see me apply this. For watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.